Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Mr. English Podcast. It's your favorite place to laugh, learn, and speak real English.
Yeah, and sometimes to make funny mistakes, mostly made by me.
Oh, yes. We love your mistakes, Mikel. They help people feel better about their English.
I call it educational comedy.
I call it my daily entertainment.
Thank you, Anna. Anyway, hello to all our listeners around the world. Today's topic is super useful.
Yes. We're going to learn how to speak English at the hotel, what to say, how to sound polite, and what not to say if you don't want to confuse the receptionist.
Oh, like me last time.
Exactly. Mikel once told a hotel receptionist, "I am hungry," instead of "I have a reservation."
True story. The poor woman looked at me like I was a lost tourist who needed food, not a room.
So, lesson number 1, never mix your stomach with your room key.
Okay. So let's start from the beginning. You just arrived at your hotel after a long flight. You're tired, maybe a little sweaty, and you're carrying way too many bags.
And your face says, "I just survived economy class."
Exactly. So you walk to the front desk, the receptionist smiles and says, "Good evening. How can I help you?"
And you smile back and say, slowly and confidently, "Hello, I have a reservation." Hello, I have a reservation.
Good. Repeat that with us, everyone. Hello, I have a reservation.
That's the magic sentence. Simple and polite.
Yeah, don't say, "I booked a room" or "I have room." That sounds like you're part of the furniture.
Yes, please don't say, "I have room." The receptionist will think you already live there.
So the conversation continues. The receptionist might say, "Can I have your name, please?"
And you say, "Sure, it's Anna Smith." "Sure, it's Anna Smith."
Or, "Of course, my name is Mikel Lopez." Of course, my name is Mikel Lopez.
Perfect. Keep it clear, short, and friendly.
And if you want to sound extra polite, you can add, "My reservation should be under the name Mikel Lopez." My reservation should be under the name Mikel Lopez.
Beautiful. So natural.
Thank you. I practiced in front of the mirror for 3 days.
You're such a dedicated student.
Anything for our listeners?
So after that, the receptionist might say, "Can I see your passport or ID, please?"
And this is not the time to panic. Just smile and say, "Of course. Here you go." Of course. Here you go.
Nice. Easy, polite, international English.
You can also say, "Sure. Here it is."
Just don't say, "Take it," like you're in an action movie.
Here's my passport. Take it and run.
No. Keep it calm. Remember, hotel English is all about being polite and relaxed.
Yes. Smile. That's half of communication.
So let's shadow that together, everyone. Repeat after us. Of course. Here you go. Sure. Here it is.
Nice. Now, sometimes the receptionist will ask you, "How many nights will you be staying?"
And you can answer, "I'll be staying for 3 nights." I'll be staying for 3 nights.
Or, "Just 1 night, please."
Perfect. You can also say, "I'm staying for the weekend."
That sounds relaxing.
It does. Okay, then the receptionist might say, "Would you like a single room or a double room?"
Oh yes, the famous hotel question.
Exactly. Let's explain. A single room is for 1 person.
And a double room is for 2 people.
So if you're traveling alone, you say, "A single room, please." A single room, please?
And if you're traveling with your best friend or your dog, well, maybe not your dog, you say, a double room, please. A double room, please?
But check if the hotel allows dogs before you say that.
Yes, or you'll both end up sleeping in the car.
Oh no. Okay, then the receptionist may ask, would you like breakfast included?
Yes, the breakfast question. My favorite part of any hotel.
Of course it is. You can answer, yes, please. I'd like breakfast included. Yes, please. I'd like breakfast included.
Or if you don't want it, just say, no thank you. I don't need breakfast.
But why would anyone say that? Breakfast is happiness.
Maybe they're in a hurry.
Okay, fine. But let's make one thing clear for our listeners. Included means it's part of the price.
Right. So breakfast included means you don't pay extra.
Exactly. Let's shadow that slowly. Is breakfast included? Is breakfast included?
Nice and clear.
Now, sometimes you might have a special request. Maybe you want a quiet room or a room with a view.
I always ask for a room with a view, preferably of the ocean.
Or a parking lot, right?
As long as I can see my car, I'm happy.
Okay, so here's how you can ask politely. Could I have a quiet room, please? Could I have a quiet room, please?
Or could I have a room with a view, please?
Beautiful. Simple, polite, and clear.
Now, if the receptionist says, sure, let me check, that's a good sign.
Yes, it means you might actually get what you asked for.
Or not, if the hotel is full.
Or not, if the hotel is full. But always ask politely. A smile can open many doors, literally.
That's deep, Anna. You should put that on a t-shirt.
Maybe I will. Smile. It opens doors and gets you better rooms.
I'd buy that. Okay, next step. You finished checking in, and the receptionist says, here's your key. Your room is on the 5th floor.
And you say, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Perfect. Then maybe ask, is there an elevator? Is there an elevator?
Because carrying a suitcase up 5 floors is not the kind of exercise I want on vacation.
True. Or if you're fancy, you can ask, could someone help me with my luggage? Could someone help me with my luggage?
That's polite and professional. And if you don't know the word luggage, you can just say bags.
Yes, luggage means your suitcases, your bags, everything you travel with.
So now you're finally walking to your room. You open the door, take a deep breath, and
And realize you forgot your toothbrush.
always, every trip.
So you go back downstairs and ask, excuse me, do you have a toothbrush? Excuse me, do you have a toothbrush?
And the receptionist will usually smile and say, yes, of course.
That's right. Most hotels have toothbrushes, toothpaste, razors, all those little things travelers forget.
Useful vocabulary moment. Toothbrush, toothpaste, razor, soap, towel.
Let's say things slowly for our listeners. Toothbrush, toothpaste, razor, soap, towel.
Nice. I can almost smell the hotel bathroom.
Fresh and clean.
So now you're ready to relax in your room. But wait, what if the air conditioner doesn't work?
Oh no, the nightmare. You call the front desk and say, hello, my air conditioner isn't working. Hello, my air conditioner isn't working.
Or There's a problem with my air conditioning.
Perfect. The staff will understand immediately.
And always say thank you after. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your help.
Polite, calm, and friendly. That's hotel English in action.
Exactly. You can travel anywhere in the world if you know these small phrases.
And make people smile too.
Especially if you don't mix "I'm hungry" with "I have a reservation."
I'll never live that down.
Never.
Okay, everyone, that's the end of part 1.
But we're just getting started. In the next part, we'll teach you how to order room service, ask for help, and deal with funny hotel problems. Finally, we made it to the room.
Oh, yes, my shoulders are officially broken.
I told you not to bring your entire closet.
I need options. What if there's a surprise beach party? Or a surprise business meeting?
Mikel, this hotel doesn't even have a pool.
Okay. But at least now we can relax.
I'm starving.
Oh no, not again. Remember what happened last time you said that in the lobby?
Yes, but this time we're safe. We can call room service.
Ooh, fancy. Room service. That's one of my favorite phrases in the English language.
Of course it is. You can eat without moving.
Exactly. So let's teach everyone how to order food like a professional hotel guest.
Yes. Step 1, pick up the phone and say politely, "Hello, this is room 305. I'd like to order some food, please." Slower. "Hello, this is room 305. I'd like to order some food, please."
Nice, short, polite, and clear.
Then the hotel staff might say, "Sure, what would you like to order?"
And that's when I panic.
Why?
Because suddenly my brain forgets every food word I've ever learned.
Oh yes, the famous menu panic.
Exactly. So let's help our listeners with some easy food vocabulary.
Okay, common hotel food options. A sandwich, a salad, soup, pasta, chicken with rice, pizza, dessert.
And don't forget drinks. Water, juice, soda, coffee, tea.
Beautiful. Let's put it all in a sentence. I'd like a chicken sandwich and a bottle of water, please. Slower. I'd like a chicken sandwich and a bottle of water, please.
Nice. You can also say, "Could I have a pizza and a Coke, please?" Slower. "Could I have a pizza and a Coke, please?"
Nice. Remember to always say please at the end. It's small but powerful.
Yeah, politeness makes your English sound 10 times better.
And maybe gets you a bigger dessert.
Ooh, I like that strategy.
After you order, the staff might say, "It will take about 20 minutes.
And you could answer, "Thank you, that's perfect." Slower. "Thank you, that's perfect."
Or if you're very hungry, "Thank you, I'll be waiting by the door."
That's me every time.
Okay, so the food arrives. The staff knocks and says, "Room service."
Oh, the best sound in the world.
You open the door and say, "Good evening. Thank you very much." Slower. "Good evening. Thank you very much."
You can also say, "Please leave it on the table." Slower. "Please leave it on the table."
Or, "Could you put it here, please?" Slower. "Could you put it here, please?"
Always polite, always friendly.
And then, my favorite part, Eating.
Of course, but don't forget to say thank you again. Thank you for the service. Slower. Thank you for the service.
Sounds so natural.
Now, what if something is missing?
Oh, yes, like when they forget your spoon or napkin.
Or the entire pizza?
Let's hope not. But if something is missing, you can call and say, "Hello, this is room 305. I think something is missing from my order." Slower. "Hello, this is room 305. I think something is missing from my order."
That's polite and clear.
You can also say, "I didn't receive my drink."
Or, there's a problem with my order.
And always end with kindness. "Could you please send it up when you can?" Slower. "Could you please send it up when you can?"
That's perfect customer English. Calm, polite, and respectful.
Yes. Never start with, "Hey, where's my food?"
Yeah, that's not how you get extra fries.
Okay, let's move on. After you finish eating, you might need to ask someone to take the dishes away.
Oh, yes, that's important. The polite way to say that is, could someone collect the dishes, please? Slower. Could someone collect the dishes, please?
Or, "Could you please take the tray away?"
Perfect. That's hotel English level expert.
You're learning fast.
I learn best with food examples.
Of course you do. Okay, let's imagine another situation.
Uh-oh, here we go.
You wake up in the morning and there's no hot water.
Oh no, the classic hotel tragedy.
Exactly. So you call the front desk and say, "Hello, this is room 305. There's no hot water." Slower. "Hello, this is room 305. There's no hot water."
That's good. You can also say, the shower isn't working. Slower, the shower isn't working.
Or, "There's a problem with the bathroom."
And don't forget to say thank you when they fix it. Thank you for your help.
Polite as always.
You know, once I called reception and said my shower exploded.
What?
Well, it didn't explode. I just didn't know how to use it. Water went everywhere.
Oh, Mikel, you're every hotel's favorite guest.
I'm an adventure in every room.
Okay, back to learning. Sometimes you want to ask about hotel services. For example, is there a gym?
Or is there a swimming pool?
Or my favorite, is there free Wi-Fi?
Yes, that's the number one question for travelers.
You can say, "Excuse me, is there free Wi-Fi in the room?" Slower. "Excuse me, is there free Wi-Fi in the room?"
Or, what's the Wi-Fi password, please?
Very important.
Or, if you're fancy, could you tell me the Wi-Fi code, please?
Perfect. Let's shadow that for practice. "What's the Wi-Fi password, please?" Slower. "What's the Wi-Fi password, please?"
Excellent.
So, to summarize, there are 3 big hotel situations we practiced today: ordering food, reporting a problem, and asking about services.
Exactly. And all of them use polite English.
Polite English equals easy communication.
That's a golden rule.
Okay, let's finish with a mini shadowing challenge for everyone listening.
Great idea.
Okay, repeat after us. "Hello, this is room 305. I'd like to order some food, please? Could I have a salad and some water? Thank you very much. There's a problem with my shower. Could you fix it, please? What's the Wi-Fi password, please? Thank you for your help. Slower. Hello. This is room 305. I'd like to order some food, please. Could I have a salad and some water? Thank you very much. There's a problem with my shower. Could you fix it, please? What's the Wi-Fi password, please? Thank you for your help.
Perfect practice.
That's real-life English. Polite, useful, and natural.
And funny if you accidentally order 12 towels instead of 2.
Yes, don't worry. That's part 3's problem.
Oh, no.
Don't miss it. Part 3 is coming next.
So, Mikel, what's the worst problem you've ever had in a hotel?
Oh, easy. The time I opened my room door and found someone else's suitcase inside.
Wait, what?
Yes, I thought I had a roommate I didn't know about. For a moment, I even said hello to the luggage.
Did the suitcase answer?
No, but the owner came back 2 minutes later and we both screamed like cartoon characters.
Oh no, that's a movie moment.
Yeah, since then, I always double check my room number.
Good idea. That's our first hotel survival tip. Always check the door before you enter.
And if you're in the wrong room, just smile and say, "Oh, sorry, my mistake. Oh, sorry, my mistake."
Perfect. Simple, polite, and no drama.
Yeah, because sometimes mistakes happen at hotels. Wrong rooms, broken air conditioners, missing towels.
Or noisy neighbors who think they're in a concert.
Yes, let's teach our listeners how to handle these things in English.
Okay, let's start with the easiest, calling the front desk.
All right, so imagine something is wrong. You pick up the phone and say, "Hello, this is room 305. Hello, this is room 305.
Perfect start. Then describe the problem clearly.
For example, the air conditioner isn't working. The air conditioner isn't working.
Or, there's no hot water. There's no hot water.
Or even, the light in the bathroom isn't working.
Perfect. And always say thank you at the end. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your help.
That makes the whole call sound calm and respectful.
Exactly. Don't start with, "Hey, my room is broken."
Yeah, that's not how to get a quick fix.
Let's shadow that, everyone.
Hello, this is room 305. There's no hot water. Thank you for your help. Hello, this is room 305. There's no hot water. Thank you for your help.
Nice, easy, calm, and polite.
Now let's talk about the noisy neighbor problem.
Oh no, my least favorite.
Yes, you're trying to sleep, but someone next door is singing at midnight.
Or watching action movies at full volume.
Exactly. So what do?
You don't start yelling through the wall. You call reception.
Yes, and you say politely, "Hello, this is room 305. There's a lot of noise coming from the next room." "Hello, this is room 305. There's a lot of noise coming from the next room."
Or, could you please ask them to be quiet? Could you please ask them to be quiet?
That's perfect hotel English. Polite, clear, and kind.
Yeah. Because sometimes mistakes happen at hotels. Wrong rooms, broken air conditioners, missing towels.
Or noisy neighbors who think they're in a concert.
Yes, let's teach our listeners how to handle these things in English.
Okay, let's start with the easiest. Calling the front desk. All right, so imagine something is wrong. You pick up the phone and say, "Hello, this is room 305. Hello, this is room 305.
Perfect start. Then describe the problem clearly.
For example, the air conditioner isn't working. The air conditioner isn't working.
Or there's no hot water. There's no hot water.
Or even the light in the bathroom isn't working.
Perfect. And always say thank you at the end. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your help.
That makes the whole call sound calm and respectful.
Exactly. Don't start with, "Hey, my room is broken."
Yeah, that's not how to get a quick fix.
Let's shadow that, everyone.
Hello, this is room 305. There's no hot water. Thank you for your help.
Hello, this is room 305. There's no hot water. Thank you for your help.
Nice, easy, calm, and polite.
Now let's talk about the noisy neighbor problem.
Oh no, my least favorite.
Yes, you're trying to sleep, but someone next door is singing at midnight.
Or watching action movies at full volume.
Exactly. So what do?
You don't start yelling through the wall. You call reception.
Yes. And you say politely, "Hello, this is room 305. There's a lot of noise coming from the next room. Hello, this is room 305. There's a lot of noise coming from the next room."
Or you can say, "Could you please ask them to be quiet? Could you please ask them to be quiet?"
That's perfect hotel English. Polite, clear, and kind.
Yeah, you're not angry, you're just asking for help.
Exactly. The staff will usually say, "I'm so sorry, we'll take care of it right away."
And then you can finally sleep in peace.
Hopefully, unless they start karaoke again.
Then you ask for earplugs.
Yes, or you just join the party.
"Hello, excuse me, can I sing the next song?"
That's one way to make friends.
Okay, next situation. You lost your room key.
Oh no, classic. You're standing at your door looking sad and patting every pocket.
Yes, the universal traveler dance.
So you go to the front desk and say, "Excuse me, I lost my room key." Excuse me, I lost my room key.
That's good. You can also say, "I can't find my key card." I can't find my key card.
And they might ask for your ID to make sure you're not stealing someone's key.
Good point. So be ready to say, "Of course, here's my passport."
Nice and easy. And after they give you a new one, say, "Thank you so much. Thank you so much."
Politeness saves the day again.
Always. Okay, next situation. You don't like your room.
Ah, yes, when the ocean view is actually parking lot view.
Yes, you walk in, open the curtains, and surprise, it's a wall.
Or a pigeon.
So, what can you do? You go to the front desk and say politely, "Excuse me, would it be possible to change my room?" Excuse me, would it be possible to change my room?
Nice. That's very polite and professional.
You can also add a reason, like, My room is a bit noisy. My room is a bit noisy.
Or, the view isn't what I expected.
Polite, no drama, just honesty.
The staff will appreciate that.
Yes, and if they can help, they'll usually say, "Of course, let me check."
And if not, you can still smile and say, "That's okay. Thank you for checking." That's okay. Thank you for checking.
So polite, Mikel. You're becoming a hotel English master.
I've made enough mistakes to learn.
True. Experience is the best teacher.
Now, sometimes you might have a problem with the bill.
Ah, yes, that's always awkward.
Yes, you look at it and see 2 breakfasts when you only had 1.
Or 5 orange juices when you only had water.
Exactly. So you can say politely, "Excuse me, I think there's a mistake on my bill. Excuse me, I think there's a mistake on my bill."
Or, could you please check this charge? Could you please check this charge?
That's the perfect way to stay calm and polite.
Yes, because sometimes it's just a small computer error.
Or sometimes you really did drink 5 orange juices.
True. Then no English can save you.
Honesty time.
Let's do a small practice with all these problem phrases. Ready?
Ready.
Repeat after us. There's no hot water. The air conditioner isn't working. There's a lot of noise next door. I lost my room key. Would it be possible to change my room? I think there's a mistake on my bill. Thank you for your help. There's no hot water. The air conditioner isn't working. There's a lot of noise next door. I lost my room key. Would it be possible to change my room? I think there's a mistake on my bill. Thank you for your help.
That was perfect shadowing practice.
Slow English is the best English.
Yeah, because it sticks in your mind.
Exactly. And you know what else helps? A little humor.
Always. If you can laugh while learning, you'll never forget it.
So true. Okay, last funny story before we end.
Uh-oh, I'm scared.
You should be. Remember the towel story?
Oh no, not again.
You called reception and said, "Can I have 12 towels, please?"
I meant to say 2. My brain betrayed me.
And the poor staff actually brought 12.
I could have started a towel shop.
See, listeners, even mistakes can become memories.
Exactly. Mistakes are part of learning.
So don't be afraid to speak even if it's not perfect.
Yes, speak, smile, and if you say something funny, just laugh and try again.
That's the spirit of learning English, especially in hotels.
All right, everyone, that's all for today.
But don't go anywhere. In part 4, we'll teach you how to talk to hotel staff politely, ask for directions, and check out smoothly.
And hopefully, not order a mountain of towels again.
See you in part 4. Mikel, I have to say, after your 12 towels story, I'll never look at hotel laundry the same way again.
Yeah, I still can't believe they brought all 12. They were so polite, too. They even asked, "Do you need more?"
That's customer service. But speaking of polite staff, today let's teach our listeners how to talk to hotel staff and ask for help the right way.
Perfect. Because sometimes the difference between a good day and a bad day is just how you ask for help.
So true. Okay, imagine you're in the lobby. You need something small, maybe an extra pillow. What do you say?
Easy. "Excuse me, could I have an extra pillow, please?" Slower. "Excuse me, could I have an extra pillow, please?"
Beautiful. So polite and clear.
You can also say, could I have another towel, please? Slower. Could I have another towel, please?
Just not 12 of them.
Promise. Only one this time.
Smiles. Now, let's talk about another common situation, asking for directions.
Oh yes, this is a big one. Sometimes hotels are like mazes. You walk around and end up back at the elevator.
Yes, you go left, right, and somehow back to reception again.
It happens to everyone. So if you're lost, just smile and say, "Excuse me, could you tell me where the restaurant is?" Slower. Excuse me. Could you tell me where the restaurant is?
Or, excuse me, how do I get to the swimming pool? Excuse me, how do I get to the swimming pool?
Perfect. You can use that sentence for anything. Gym, elevator, spa, even the exit.
Exactly. Just change the last word. How do I get to the gym? How do I get to the lobby? How do I get to the conference room?
That's so useful. I love how one phrase works for everything.
Yes, English is full of magic sentences like that.
You know what I once said? I wanted to go to the restaurant, but I said cemetery instead.
What?
Yeah, the receptionist looked at me like I needed emotional support, not food.
Oh my. That's what happens when you learn too many words at once.
Yeah, I need word insurance.
So remember everyone, practice your pronunciation slowly. Restaurant. Restaurant.
Yes, don't rush it. English words love attention.
True. Okay, next, asking about hotel facilities.
Oh, yes. Like when you want to know if there's a gym or spa or maybe a laundry room.
Exactly. You can say, "Excuse me, is there a gym in the hotel?" Excuse me, is there a gym in the hotel?
Or, what time does the restaurant open? Slower. What time does the restaurant open?
Great. And is breakfast included?
My favorite question.
Of course it is. You live for breakfast.
I really do.
Smiles. Now, let's talk about something every traveler has to do, checking out.
Ah, yes. The bittersweet moment. You pack your bags, say goodbye to the pillows, and pray you didn't forget your phone charger.
Or your passport.
Don't remind me.
Okay, so when it's time to check out, go to the front desk and say, "Good morning. I'd like to check out, please." Good morning. I'd like to check out, please.
Nice. Or, I'm checking out of room 305. Slower. I'm checking out of room 305.
Beautiful. And then the staff will probably ask, "How was your stay?"
Oh, yes. You can smile and say, "It was wonderful, thank you." Slower. It was wonderful. Thank you.
Or if something wasn't perfect, you can still be polite and say, "It was good, thank you, just a bit noisy at night."
That's a classy way to say it. Honest but polite.
Exactly. Always keep your calm.
Then they'll give you your bill, and you can ask, "Could I pay by card, please?" Slower. Could I pay by card, please?
Or, "Can I pay in cash?"
And after you pay, don't forget the last magic words. Thank you for everything. Slower. Thank
you for everything.
Perfect. It sounds warm and natural.
You can also say, have a great day, just to make them smile.
Yes, small kindnesses go a long way.
You know what always makes me laugh is when I accidentally say, have a great life instead of have a great day.
Oh no, that sounds like goodbye forever.
Exactly. The receptionist looked at me like I was moving to another planet.
Oh my goodness, Mikel.
But see, mistakes make the best stories.
That's so true. And they make the best lessons too.
Exactly. English learning is not about perfection, it's about connection.
Yes. And in hotels, connection is everything. You're meeting people from all over the world.
And English is the bridge that connects them.
Beautifully said.
Thank you. I practiced that line in the elevator.
Of course you did.
So, everyone, keep practicing your polite English, and soon you'll sound like a world traveler.
Yes, confident, clear, and funny, just like us.
Especially the funny part.
All right, friends, that's it for today's lesson.
In the next part, we'll talk about funny hotel conversations, travel mistakes, and how to sound natural in any country.
Oh no, I can't wait. More chaos, more laughs, and more English.
See you in part 5.
Mikel, before we start, I have a serious question.
Oh no, I can already feel trouble coming.
Do you remember the time you tried to order breakfast in English, but you accidentally asked for a chicken without clothes?
No, please don't remind me. I was trying to say grilled chicken.
Yes, but the waiter looked so scared.
He asked me twice, "Are you sure, sir?"
That's why today's lesson is so important to help everyone sound natural and avoid chicken drama.
I agree. So today, we'll practice how to have small talk and casual conversations at the hotel, the kind that make your stay more comfortable.
Yes, and funny mistakes included, because real English is full of them.
So, you're at the hotel breakfast area. The waiter comes and says, "Good morning. How are you today?" What do you say, Anna?
I'd say, "Good morning. I'm great, thank you. How are you?" Slower. "Good morning. I'm great, thank you. How are you?"
Nice, friendly, and easy.
And then you can say, "Could I have some coffee, please?" Slower. "Could I have some coffee, please?"
Oh, I love that one. Coffee is the first step to speaking English fluently.
So true. No coffee, no grammar.
Exactly. And then maybe you want to ask about the food. You can say, "What's today's breakfast?" Slower. "What's today's breakfast?"
Or, "Could you recommend something?" Slower. "Could you recommend something?"
Polite and natural. And if you're not sure about the buffet, just ask, "Is it self-service?" Slower. "Is it self-service?"
Good one. So you don't start serving yourself and steal someone else's plate.
Like me that one time.
I remember. You said, "This food looks lonely. I'll help it."
Hey, I was trying to be kind.
You were kind and hungry.
Always. Okay, after breakfast, maybe you see another guest in the lobby. You want to be friendly. You can say, "Hi, are you enjoying your stay?" Slower. "Hi,
Are you enjoying your stay?
That's nice, friendly, and polite.
And they might say, yes, it's lovely. The staff are so nice.
Then you can answer, yes, everyone's very friendly.
Simple, easy, and keeps the conversation warm.
And you know what's great? You can practice these sentences slowly at home, with a mirror or even with us.
Yes, talk to your mirror like it's a 5-star receptionist.
Exactly. Say, hello, I have a reservation, and watch your confident face.
That's how actors train.
Now, sometimes travelers want to ask about local places, sightseeing, museums, cafes.
Oh, yes. You can say, excuse me, what places do you recommend to visit nearby? Slower. Excuse me. What places do you recommend to visit nearby?
That's a perfect travel question.
Or you can recommend a good restaurant. Slower. Could you recommend a good restaurant?
Yes. And if you want to sound extra natural, add around here. Could you recommend a good restaurant around here?
That's advanced traveler English right there.
Yes. And the staff will often answer like, yes, there's a great Italian restaurant 5 minutes away.
Then you can ask, could you show me on the map? Slower. Could you show me on the map?
That's useful when your sense of direction is like Mikel's.
No, I have a great sense of direction. I just don't know where it's pointing.
That's exactly the problem.
But yes, this is good English for travel. Short, polite, and easy to remember.
You know what? Let's do a little real-time role play.
No, here we go.
I'm be the receptionist. You'll be a confused tourist.
That's too easy for me.
All right. Ding ding. Good morning, sir. How can I help you today?
Good morning. I, lost my friend?
Lost your friend?
Yes. He went to find the pool, but I think he found the kitchen.
I understand. Would you like me to call security or the chef?
Maybe both.
See, listeners, even silly situations can be great English practice.
Totally. The point is to keep speaking no matter how weird it gets.
Exactly. English doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be alive.
Yes. And the best way to learn is to have fun with it. Laugh, repeat, and try again.
I love that. Okay, let's add some useful, polite phrases for travelers.
Good idea.
Repeat after us. Could you please help me? Could you recommend a nice restaurant? Where is the nearest bus stop? How far is the airport? Can I get a taxi from here?
Slower. Could you please help me? Could you recommend a nice restaurant? Where is the nearest bus stop? How far is the airport? Can I get a taxi from here?
Beautiful. So polite and useful.
Yes. And here's another powerful phrase. Sorry to bother you, but
Oh, I love that one.
yes, it's perfect when you need help but want to sound kind.
For example, Sorry to bother you, but I can't find my key.
Slower. Sorry to bother you, but I can't find my key.
That's such a soft and polite way to ask.
Yes, that's what makes English communication beautiful. Small words, big impact.
And good manners always travel well.
Exactly. You can take them anywhere, no suitcase needed.
Okay, before we wrap up, I have to ask, what's your funniest hotel moment ever?
No. I have too many. But maybe the one where I locked myself out of my room in pajamas.
No way!
Yes, I went to get ice, the door closed, and I realized I had no key, no phone, just socks.
That's nightmare English practice.
Yes, and I had to go to reception and say, "Excuse me, I locked myself out."
The receptionist must have tried not to laugh.
Oh, they did, but they were very kind.
That's the magic of polite English. It saves you in every situation, even pajama disasters.
Yes, always remember, mistakes are just funny stories waiting to happen.
Beautifully said.
Thank you.
So, listeners, keep smiling, keep practicing, and don't be afraid to talk in English, even if it's not perfect.
Because every word you say builds your confidence.
And one day you'll speak so naturally that even your hotel pillow will understand you.
I can't wait for that day.
All right, friends. Next time, we'll talk about funny international travel stories and how to sound natural anywhere in the world.
Oh, yes. Maybe even airport adventures?
Definitely. We'll need a part 6 for that.
Perfect. See you in part 6.
Bye, everyone. And remember, speak with confidence, laugh with mistakes, and keep learning with love. And that's all for today's episode of Mr. English Podcast.
But hey, before you run off to practice your English in real life,
Don't forget to hit that like button if you had fun learning with us today.
yes, your likes help more learners around the world find this podcast.
And if you haven't already, subscribe to Mr. English Podcast so you don't miss any new episodes.
We've got more funny, easy, real-life English conversations coming soon. Hotel English, travel English, restaurant English, everything.
And we'd love to hear from you. Tell us in the comments what kind of English situation you want us to cover next.
Yeah, maybe English at the doctor's office, or how to sound confident in job interviews.
Oh, that would be fun.
So go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. It takes 1 second and helps this community grow.
And remember, keep smiling, keep speaking, and keep learning with us.
You're not just learning English, you're becoming part of the Mr. English Podcast family.
See you next time, everyone.
Bye-bye. And hey, don't forget to click that bell icon too.
Yes, so you never miss our next lesson.